about game time. Bring the pain time.
Woo! I think it's time to do some laundry. That outfit smells foul.
What's up, bro?
Get ready to light it up tonight.
And out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game time. It's the NBA on 2K Sport. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
And putting his opponents on notice, MP recently talked about winning his individual matchups, but not at the expense of the team. Some high-level goals indeed, guys.
And so far, so good, right? I know it's early in the process, but MP has taken his own words to heart. He's beating his man at both ends, which gives their team an advantage. So if the rest of his teammates can just hold their own, they're going to win a lot more games.
And the starting group for the Spurs, they've got Junior. Wembanyama is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Castellan at the 2. All right, let's hand it over to David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. I talked to MP earlier, and his attention was on the small forward matchup. He told me I plan to do everything I can to help this team get a W. We can't do that if I'm not taking care of business at my position, so that's where I'm going to start. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, good place to start. We'll be watching that duel closely. Good stuff, D.A. Brunson surveying the D. Good defense by Wembanyama.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Jr. the pass to Doncic. San Antonio again missing.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And that one's good, Junior. And last year, MP was named All-NBA for the 3rd time in his career.
And that tells you everything you need to know about MP. He's in the top tier of competitors in this league. Great to see his game getting recognized like that.
Fox against Brunson. Bridges outside. Pass to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
On the wing, Bridges. Towns finds Bridges. Here's Servetus. Towns a screen on Fox. Brunson with a clean look. Drills the three-pointer. Brunson's got 5.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Victor Wembanyama, 3rd.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. It's rebounded by Towns. The Knicks leading by 5. To the middle, here's Servetus, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That's just outstanding floor awareness from Jalen Brunson. Doesn't matter if he's at the 1 or the 2. He always makes the right play.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
That's his first personal.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Shot clock at 6. Servetus passes to Bridges. Launches it. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Castle. And it's good for 2.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the Clippers. Brunson the pass to Towns. Back to Brunson. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Now we get a chance to check out Junior. Great showing for him last season. Checking in at about 24 points per. Almost 3.5 steals and 8 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
You know, you look at what MP has achieved in his career so far. GA, he ranks up there with some of the best to ever play.
And you can put MP's numbers and hardware up with a number of other legends. And he holds up just fine, thank you. Just incredible what this man has done in his career to this point. Hard to argue he's not one of the very best to ever do it.
Here's Servetus. And again, unable to change momentum here.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Junior with it. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he does, because in the first part of his career, he's been all NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times. He's averaged over 30 in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin.
Really left alone that time. Servidis has got 7.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Wasted no time on that one. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 1. Over to the wing. Towns, wide open. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Out to the wing. The rebound by the Spurs. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins. And looking for number 8 tonight.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Wembanyama left side. And he banks in the layup. Wembanyama has got his second bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Brunson kicks to Towns. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And Junior throws it down.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Knicks trail by 5. Brunson, left side. Over Fox. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. And here are the Spurs. They're on a 17-5 run. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Clippers, delivered in a major way. He finished with 19 points, and he also did a good job of creating for others, getting them the ball in position to score. And it's performances like that that have put his team on this hot streak. We'll see if they can keep it up. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy. Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Loads it up for Doncic. Stewart with the steal. It's tipped. And there's the drive. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Jordan Ward, he's checked in for the Knicks.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Junior the pass to Doncic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Pass to Fleming. Shoots a fader. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
And Wembanyama inside. Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Towns.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Nora, the pass to Servetus. And it's off from three-point range. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Here's Vassell, and he's good on the 3-ball. Vassell's got 6 points.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Pass to Nora. Here's Simpson. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he drives in, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. Substitute checked in for New York. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Josh Green's checked in for Doncic. Junior comes in for Murray. Castle's checked in for Devin Vassell. And it's Fox in for Isaiah Joe. Bridges attacking. And the rejection by Wembanyama. On the court right now for the Spurs. Josh Green is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Castle. Then it's Junior. And it's Fox in at the 1 spot. Pass to Towns. Here's Servetus. Just 5 to shoot. Knocks down the 3-ball. 13 points in the game.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
On the wing, Green. Here's Junior. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Servetus. Right side Towns. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And New York making a change here. Brunson's checked in. And so it's New York with it. Servetus, no good. Deflects the pass. Here's the 3. Rebound, San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Castle. Again, the miss by the Spurs. For New York, they've gone 7 of 13 for the field since the start of the second. Pass to Servetus. Back to Brunson. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Doesn't go for him.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Junior. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Floats it up for Wembanyama. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jalen Brunson.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Smith checked in for Towns. Here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first few games of the season quickly tell you what you're good at. And they tell you also what you need to work on.
Inside. And Junior gets it to go on the assist by Wembanyama.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Bridges left side. Here's Brunson. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And he gets the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
On deep, Brunson. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the basket by Castle.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
The Knicks shooting 41% for the game. To the left wing. Here's Fleming. By Green. It's deflected.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Well, a chance to check out Mikal Bridges here, how he performed last season. Last year averaged 14 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Trendon Watford's checked in for Fleming. Bridges outside. Picked away. And now Wembanyama pushing it up with no one back to stop him. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Brunson outside. To end the run. No good on the shot. Nice D from Junior. San Antonio leading by 13. Back to Doncic. Spurs passing it around. Now here's Junior. D right on him. Stolen by Brunson. And a fast break now for the...
Boy, you see the savvy and the activity of Jalen Brunson defensively, just causing havoc right there.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Knicks shooting not great, 40% for the game. Bridges kicks to Brunson. Looking to get it going. And the dunk by Brunson.
Wow, Jalen Brunson off his feet. Man, that's a big-time finish.
Now, here's Junior. He's tightly guarded. Junior sets the screen for Fox. From the arc. It's rebounded by New York.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Here's Bridges. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Castle. 8 points for him. Drills it from outside.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Bridges attacking. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Junior. For the 3. Caffey grabs the miss. Caffey's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Servetus. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's San Antonio with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Right back after this break.
Well, look here now at New York. Right now, a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get the...
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight. Bit of a tough start for the Knicks.
A few things for them.
That is more than enough of a...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Caffey. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Servetus into the 3 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Towns, no luck. San Antonio leading by 6. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Shots good by Servetus.
And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today. He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Towns finds Bridges. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. And yes, it's good. Brunson's got 9.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. With a tie. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And the foul called on Junior. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised.
After the review, Jalen Brunson is overturned.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Spurs have been coming through at the charities. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
From deep, Brunson. The rebound by the Spurs. Doncic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jalen Brunson. You know, Doris, every so often there are guys that come along that you can build a franchise around, and Luka Doncic seems to be one of them.
There's no question, Kevin, and if I were putting a team around Luka Doncic, I'd want to have multiple vertical threats at the rim and shooters at every other position, because at that point, Luka is unguardable.
Here's Caffey. Hasn't made one yet. Clock at 6. Out to Brunson. It's off the run. The sweet lefty stroke of Jalen Brunson.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
63-59.
Here's Castle, and the shot goes down. Castle's got 5 points in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Fox from outside. It's good from long range. And it's a 9-point Spurs lead.
You get this. Says Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick-and-roll play. Figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Josh Green's checked in for the Spurs. Now, here's Junior. 16 points for him. Floats it up behind of Wembanyama on the lob. Wow!
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. On the wing, Bridges, guarded by Green. Tries the spin move. Brunson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. Number 1, the Spurs.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
And here's Junior. Back to Wembanyama. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Back to Fox. To the wing on the left. Offensive rebound. And the wide open shot from Green. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 3 assists tonight. New York calls timeout. On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Junior. He's out there with Isaiah Joe. Allen is out there with Green, and it's Santiago in at the power forward. And stolen by Junior. He takes it in, and Junior throws it down hard.
Rising and punching it. That was an angry finish.
He wanted that dunk to stand out for sure. Bridges passes to Towns. Now Brunson. Teardrop shot. Towns down low, working on Allen. And again, it's the Knicks missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Santiago, the pass to Junior. Fires the 3. Caffey grabs the miss. Caffey's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Bridges with it. Now Green defending. Bridges kicks to Brunson. And the wing jumper offline.
Now, I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Allen's shot is off. The Knicks shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. And so it's San Antonio.
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.
hate this Bay Area weather. It's never warm.